everyone, welcome back this week again, a brand new video for you. We are carry on with Mea She'arim, with the shell which I built, and now we're gonna carry on with some more furnishing. But let me remind you, if you are here and if you like this video, please give a hit to the like button. And if you want to continue to follow me and watch the videos coming soon, then hit the subscribe button as well, and then you won't be missing out in the next videos. Okay, so back to Mea She'arim. Today I've done two more furnishing. One of them will be a scribe writer's office next to our fashion store, which we have done in the previous episode. If you have not seen that, then please feel free to go back and watch that video as well. But today's project is the scribe writer. I have done some research, and if I am right, then these professionals are called Sofrim. Take me on this word if I'm not right, let me know if you know it better. But as far as I know that's the name. These are scholars who learned and been trained on the Jewish law, and they are the persons or scholars who are allowed to copy the Torah, which is obviously the Jewish law and like historical parts. So they are the only ones who can do it. It is handwritten copywriting, and these guys can do it only. So in this office, which I was focusing on to shove as many bookcases as physically possible into this small area, and I have added obviously like a writer's desk, and added a little sofa, and here I've added also a loo just in case, because I assume these scribers, they would work night and day when they start to work on their copying. So I thought like, yeah, it would be nice to have a loo at least in hand. So as you can see, like bookcases are filled. We do have the desk as well to work on. There are some like paints and brushes. Obviously they are using like pens, but we don't really have that one in Sims. And I've added this little like sofa chair area just in case if they want to socialize. From the documentaries which I've watched, like obviously there are usually like more than one person in these areas to have a chat, to watch out what's happening. But obviously like mainly the scriber would be the one who is sitting by the desk and working on. Now I have used my Japanese CC here just to add such a Torah and the pen next to it, so I'm sorry for it, but that was my only option of trying to decorate the desk. And obviously like on the wall, as I've done it outside and inside, I've added cracks, I've added lots of posters, pictures, etc. because of what I had the sense out of the documentaries which I watched. I wanted to apologize, even if I have not done it in the previous videos. I'm not adding cracks or dirt because I don't like this area or I have any problem. It is just what I have seen in the documentaries, that this area, at least Hasidic Jewishes, they do focus on their religion, they focus on the Jew roles, and they don't necessarily really into decorate or focusing on any other parts of life, which is absolutely fine with me. I don't have any problem, and I'm hoping that you guys, if you are obviously like possibly the majority of you are not Hasidic Jewish who is watching, that I'm hoping you don't have an issue with it either. But that's the feeling I've got, and that's why I am following this path. but that's nothing. I don't want to hurt anyone with it, so I'm hoping it is clear, and I am hoping that you still like the videos, even if you are Hasidic Jew and you know that it is more clearer, less cracked. Okay, so in the inside of the Scriber's office, like, we are more or less done. I've added, like, I know that CC, which I've added, it is like, or not even CC, sorry, that like that book is from the Vampire Pack, but for me it does have the sense of like an old scribe, so I've added that one, and then I'm adding more and more pictures, photos, just to clutter up everything, and obviously a bit more bookcases. If you would have wondered what's missing from the area, is some more books for sure. And actually with books as well, like, you're gonna see when I start, because our next project within this video gonna be a flat, including a little retail area. You're gonna see it really soon. But whenever I was watching, like, not just Hasidic, but also from like just like not ultra-Orthodox Jews as well, their books are really important. Like, in every single home which I've seen in these documentaries, there are bookcases. I assume it is because of these written rules, etc., and they like to have it at home, so then they can inspect it, they can read it. And also, like, for the prayers you would use books, so I think that's the reason. But again, correct me if you have more information on this, then let me know, because I am more than happy to learn, and I'm happy to know, like, the right answers on these questions. But that's what I've seen, that loads of bookcases. Okay, so now we are on this flat which I've selected for the video today, and it is literally, I partitioned down a little space which gonna be a coffee shop. It's just like a small coffee shop, just to grab some coffee or tea, and nothing in particular. I cannot even speak today. There will be some, as far as I remember, I've added some like bakery, yeah, like there are some like groceries, so it's like a convenience store, but it's rather focused on just to grab a coffee, tea, or a breakfast, and be able to socialize a tiny bit before you go to work or such. So on here, as you can see, that I've added the fridges, and then I'm working my way to find out the best decoration. Again, I was not really keen to keep it like really neat and really tidy. I was trying to keep it functional, and that's why the colors are not necessarily matching. I was not bothered of really focusing on colors or etc. I just wanted to have a functional space, and that's it. So as you can see, that I'm adding some refrigerator for sodas or milk, who knows, not sure, but it's just like, that's what it is. And I've placed a coffee machine and a tea brewer as well, so they can have everything in the same place. And then I'm adding the door which gonna lead into the apartment. So how this build was in my mind, that it is literally the owner's section down this little place to do their own shop. As far, again, I have to refer back onto the documentaries which I was watching, and as far as I could see on them, it is really like there are obviously like employed people in this area, but as far as I've seen, there was lots and lots and lots of small shops and individual shops, not really chains or anything like that. It's, I think, because Hasidic Jewish tend to like a little bit closed. It's a closed social group, and they rather prefer to have their own goods. So they do have their own bakeries, they do have their own newspapers probably, which is, I assume it's being censored and like removed all those informations which they don't really want to disclose with their own social group. And yeah, so they do everything for themselves and not really getting involved with other parts of the city. That's the feeling that I had, and they did mention it as well, that yeah, they do have their own bits and bobs. However, although I was watching some videos about when there was some referring from non-Hasidic Jewishes that the Hasidic group, they love to spend on really high-end fashion brands. But let me remind you again about this build. So it is just imaginary about this Mea She'arim quarter of the city, but for the sake of the gameplay, I would like to get in. I'm hoping like soon-ish, but I still have quite a few builds to go through on. This is not today. This gameplay will start like 1980s, I would say, approximately. The main thing is that I want to build up the gameplay from the prior generations. So these are not modern builds and they are not necessarily nowadays. I'm terribly sorry if you can hear weird noises from the background, but my dog just go on and on and on, and I can't stop him. He's gonna give out weird noises. These are dogs, right? So sorry for that. Now back to the furnishing. So we do have a kitchen. I was quite surprised with the kitchen though, because even it seemed to be like a small-ish flat, but I've ended up with quite a good sized kitchen. So I've added quite a bit of kitchen counter space. And again, still because these kitchens needs to be kosher, so I had to keep a bit of space, but I don't think I have actually added everything duplicated. But yeah, so sorry for that. I should have at least like the dishwasher or like the tub should have been duplicated. So sorry. I can always fix it. That's not a problem. But yeah, so there are enough space, as you can see. But then I was starting to play around with the kitchen counters, and I've ended up of changing them a tiny bit. Although I don't know how you feel about it, but that the kitchen counters are not matching the top and the bottom. The colors are absolutely off, and I'm 100% sure I was using the same counter. And as you can see, one of them is bright blue. I was trying to fix the color and it's not, and not even like the top part is not matching and the color not matching. It is just so annoying. I know that loads of people get this annoyment. I'm usually not that keen on this problem, but on here it was like, yeah, painful. But yeah, that's what we have. So I have tried to add clutter on the kitchen surface area, and then I came in with the table. I know I am keep using on every single build the same table, I know, and you will see that I was carrying on with it. But the problem is that I feel like back a couple of years ago, not even that far, you don't have to go back to 1980s, but the tablecloth was normal to be on the table, and it's like not coming on any other table than these, or the holiday pack ones. So it is a bit of shame, but I had to go with that table every single time. It does tell me though that I need to go for CC shopping any soon and find some tables. So remind me in the comments if I forget it, but I'm gonna try to find some more tables for us, because there are some more houses to be built. Obviously they won't be involved into this Mea She'arim episodes, because this build, I have done it. I finished this build and I'm just splitting up the footage into like edible length of time, because it would be just over like 6 hours long video if I wouldn't split them up, and it's a big help as well. I wanted to also tell you guys that I am trying my best to share videos on every single week and come up with a new video, but life is hectic. We know that this virus situation is going on, and although I am working or half working or not working or go to work again, depending on how locked is the lockdown, I would say. So I am sorry if I miss out 1 week or 2, but I'm trying my best. I'm trying to produce the videos for time, and I do appreciate if you subscribed already to the channel, or if you are making your mind up on this point and you subscribe. Please bear with me and I'll have new videos up. I'm gonna let you know, guys, if I would stop, but I'm not planning to stop on any soon. I am actually due for some upgrade on my laptop, so I would have less of a frame rate drop. I have to still make my mind up, because it's not cheap for sure. But yeah, I am uploading. If there is 1 week or 2, I'm terribly sorry, but the next one is coming. Just bear with me. Okay, so back to the build, because I'm again somewhere away. Remind me sometimes if you want to hear about my builds, or shall I just like talk about whatever I'm talking. But yeah, so we've done the kitchen and the lounge, and I am decorating and try to keep this busy wall situation again. I was using some of the magic, the vampires. They just feel like they are the older and more expensive decoration rather than the really modern ones. So that's why you can see, but I'm mixing, matching, adding everything, whatever felt right. Now, like this picture is nothing to do with Jewish people, but I thought like, yeah, it somehow fit into this area, so I've added it. And now we are upstairs, which is like, this flat is really odd shaped, and I had to figure out one more thing, because there is the funny stuff on this build which I have not necessarily shown you guys. You could have spotted it, and I was in a trouble if I should split it in 2 flats or just the one, but because of the matter of how much space I had, I kept it in 1 flat, and there's gonna be a second entry door which literally just like leads to another flat. I have tried my very best if I could have added some stairs in between onto this like walking path conduit. So I gave up. As you can see, it has a really weird shape, and I was like, there was literally no way for me to fit in stairs. I could have done it in the building, but I only remembered of adding stairs once, like I furnished up everything. So I just left it as it is. Let's think it was one time it was 1 apartment, and now it's 2 with the one across. But let's focus back onto this apartment. I'm keep trying, guys. So on here I'm just adding the lights so I can see, and I've managed to pull some walls up. I thought that we're gonna keep this flat like a 2-bed, but it could have easily been a 3-bed as well. So if you, let's say, download this build and you wanted to use this as a 3-bedroom, you can easily, because the master bedroom will be huge, you will see. Or I could have added another bathroom probably, but I was like, nah, it's okay. In the end of this build though, because I have added so much clutter, and I think I already told you this, that because I've added so much clutter, the frame rate is literally dying. Like episode by episode you might see that it starts to die on me. So how I'm going further, then you will see less of a decoration because of the amount of stuff I have added. And I will do again on this one, once we're gonna get to the walkthrough, you will see that quite a bit of items being removed by the game, so I had to refit stuff, so it is likely that it's gonna look a tiny bit different from what you see me now adding. Yeah, that's what it is. I have not really figured out why the game is removing, and it is removing literally EA stuff as well. It's not just CC or such, it is everything, going doors, etc. But hey, that's what it is. So we are done with the bathroom. I was keeping it in a blue color scheme. It just felt right. It just felt right, and like I think like the color dimmed bathrooms for me, other than the amazing avocado, which I talked to you about in a like a lot previous video. But yeah, so colored theme bathrooms they were such a thing in the past. I think that's what I have as a feeling. Nowadays you would mix it, you wouldn't keep it in a single color theme, or even just like how I've done it here, like the white and blue. I'm sure you would add some browns into it, or beige or something like that, just then you would use blue as a pop of the color. But quite a few years ago it was standard to like not to use a pop of the color, but use the color as it is and paint everything into the same color. So yeah, that's why I went with the blue. Now we are in the bedroom. As you can see, there is a space for even to dance around in this bathroom. I am hoping that lots of us wish to have a bedroom just as big as this one. It would be amazing. And I could have gone with like even a walk-in wardrobe, but I've just added these chest of drawers and then a little office area for the man of the house. Yeah, and then again some clutter here, clutter there, just to make it alive. And then when I come back, when I reinstalled things, then items were gone, and then I had to add these back. And I think I've changed up one of the chest of the drawers onto a bookcase. You would have never imagined what it would be, but it has ended up being a bookcase, I think. So on the walkthrough, don't be surprised. It is looking a tiny bit differently, but yeah, that's what I have done. So in here again, I'm just trying to find some wall decoration to keep the theme and the busy wall spaces. I was not about to clutter up the whole bedroom. It's just like to add some pops on the wall, because I don't think it has to be that cluttered. But I've added some personal bits, clocks, baskets, etc. So, and the passport, which is a CC. I'm so happy that I found it that I'm just gonna stick that passport everywhere. And it is blue, which matching with the Israeli passport as well. Now I'm doing the alleyway parts. So this is just like a little like entrance or outrance in this case, where you can go on to this balcony area. Yeah, I can say like, yeah, that's actually the balcony area which you are sharing with the other apartment. Does it make sense? No, but that's how I built it. And then the second bedroom will be a child bedroom. It is for one toddler and one baby, and it is a lot smaller than the other bedroom, so I was just trying my best to shove in some bits and bobs for the little ones. I have not forgotten about the toys, and everything is just in. It is fully usable by the little ones, and I think you can even access the bed. I have not actually tried the bed, I'll be honest, because when I'm doing the walkthroughs, I only use one sim to get in. Sometimes you can see him, he's wandering around the area, but as far as I've tried, then I think the bed should be usable as well, because I know these toddler beds, sometimes they are a bit hectic, but I've tried to keep it away from other clutters. And here I've added some colorful bits and bobs. It just felt right. I haven't had these things when I was a child, which falls back onto this 1980s end of that one. Yes, I am not that young any longer, but yeah, I haven't had so much of wall decoration as far as I can remember back, but I'm sure I haven't. So here we go on the walkthrough. Enjoy, and I hope you like this video as well. Please come back a week later, or as I mentioned, that maybe a week later, but I'm trying my best, and you have a lovely week, guys. Bye.